Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new weekly vlog. I'm having a really mixed week this week, so I thought I would pick up the camera and document what's going on. It feels very autumnal today. The weekend, in fact, was extremely autumnal, and just the weather last night, absolutely insane. Like, I cannot believe the lightning, like the thunder and lightning that we had. I'll pop some videos on screen now, just overlaying what I'm talking about. Like, literally the craziest storm. Like, it felt like War of the Worlds, and the lightning just went on forever, like pretty much the whole night. But I woke up and yeah, the storm had cleared, blue skies, but now it is torrential rain again. So I'm just expecting that this is what this week is going to be like, and just going with the flow with it, despite all the things that I've got going on. I just feel like I need to basically put away my summer clothes. Not all my summer clothes, but just like most of my summer clothes, because I feel like it's over now and I just need to suck it up. Like, I spent my Sunday at Waterstones in my local town with a pot of tea and my laptop, and I was writing, and I just kind of it felt very Gilmore Girls, like, I'm not gonna lie. And it was just like a nice opportunity to just ease myself into the season. Last year I really was so resistant to it, and I've spoken about this on one of my recent Q&A videos about like Christmas and winter. And honestly, last year I really didn't enjoy winter. I just tried to avoid it at all costs. Like, I was literally clinging on for dear life to summer, like traveling as much as I could to any hot country I could get to. And then I actually didn't really do anything like seasonal with my year. So this year I'm really trying to just embrace what we have going on weather-wise, like just cope with it and enjoy it. Like, there's no point resisting it, because I live in England, like that's how it is, that's how it goes. So it's a very wet and rainy day. I woke up this morning, got my podcast out, got some of my marketing out, posted an Instagram post, did some like emaily bits, and also scheduled my podcast for next week, which was super productive this morning. Putting that on YouTube and my like podcast platform. That's good. And then yeah, basically I'm off to go and see my grandma, my nanny, as I call her, my French nan. And I try and see my grandparents as much as I can. Like, it is really hard when you're kind of slotting it into your life. Like, I know that sounds really awful to say it like that, but when you lead such a busy life, even though I live round the corner from one of my grandparents, it is quite easy to just like let that time just fly. And it's been like a week and a half, I think, or 2 weeks since I last saw her. So I want to go see her, and we're going to go to the Sea Lane Cafe, which is in Worthing. She's from Worthing, well, not from Worthing, she's actually from Paris, but she lives in Worthing. So we're going to go to the Sea Lane Cafe. I'm also going to see my cousin, which is going to be so nice. I haven't seen my cousin in a year. Like, this is what I mean, like, it's actually bad how easy it is for time to just fly by. So it'll be really nice to see her and like go to the Sea Lane. Like, I have so many lovely childhood memories and like memories of my granddad, and honestly it's such a nice like place. So I'm gonna go there for like coffee and cake, and then come back, get some work done, and then I've got gym this evening because I need to get on it. Tomorrow and Wednesday and possibly Thursday are all going to be London days, and possibly even Friday. I've just had an email regarding a very, 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 very famous chef, and the PA and the PR to that chef want me to interview him. So I feel really out of my depth, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a foodie, but like also I don't think I know enough about him and like enough about his work to like interview him and profile him. But oh my gosh, sometimes you just gotta consider all options. If it goes ahead and if it goes through and I can get a commission, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna not do it. I'll just have to prepare, but that will most likely be Friday if I can, or if it does happen, I'll vlog that. And then Saturday, I'm like literally telling you my whole week. Saturday, I don't really know what's going on yet. I'm undecided. I need to get sorted for running, because on Sunday, which is probably when you're seeing this, I'm assuming, if I've got my life together, I am doing my very first run, like race. I'm doing it's not a park run, it's like a 10k race basically. So that's gonna hopefully go ahead if the weather's all okay. I haven't had my race number come in yet. This is literally going to be my first race number. Like, I've done like Race for Lives with cancer research, but I walked those, and like I did one where I jogged at the end, but this is a very different ball game. This is me running 10k and like doing a race, so I'm so excited. I'm literally, I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm doing the marathon next year, so you know, this is the small minute race in comparison. Let's go, let's have a really lovely week. I really hope you enjoy this vlog, guys. I'm hoping it's going to give like cozy autumn vibes. I'm recording my podcast tomorrow as well in London, so I'll show you like behind the scenes of like what I'm getting up to and kind of how I work in the studio, hopefully, if I'm not tearing my hair out. It's a very chilled vibe, but I am going to be missing Rebecca this week. Like, I'm really gutted she's not going to be with me for the recordings, but you're going to see her on Wednesday, so you know, there's perks. We're going to see her on Wednesday. We're going to have a really busy work day on Wednesday in London as well. So enjoy the vlog, guys. Sorry for the really long rambly intro. If you're new, if you found me through this video, please do subscribe. Join the little community that I have over on Pen Travels, and check out my socials as well. I'll pop everything on screen. Let's go. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday today. I'm in the studio on my own, actually, recording for Staying Sweet the podcast. I really hope you guys like to see this kind of thing. I'm just going to show you a few like behind the scenes clips of me recording. I'm in here on my own, so it kind of feels like a bit strange, really. I'm waiting for a guest that's going to come in about 40 minutes. I'm hoping to get at least one episode. I hope I can do 2 in that time. We'll see how quick I can talk, but I just wanted to say hello. Drove into London. Drive wasn't too bad, thank goodness. But yeah, it's a work day today, recording the podcast, and then I've got some meetings later for Fabric, but thought I would just kind of show you what I'm up to and how I'm going to record this. I'm just going to move you guys over so you can see what I'm up to. But yeah, this is the setup, and hopefully I can get you guys in a good enough position. Maybe I go from here. There we go. So, camera on. Just gonna record this, see how we get on. I actually can't even see myself, so this is a little test run to see if I'm enjoying this position. Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Staying Sweet the podcast. I hope you're all having a wonderful week and a wonderful start to your Monday. Hey guys! Oh my gosh, so it's Wednesday today and we are in London.
We've done some bit of work in a coffee shop.
We've done loads of work in a coffee
loads
shop.
of work in the coffee shop this morning.
Yeah, we're working in a Pure, which is just across the road from us. Highly recommend, the staff are really nice.
The downstairs, when you come in, it doesn't look like there's a downstairs working area, but it's like such like a WeWork vibe.
It's really good. Chargers galore, like plugs galore. Had a really nice breakfast, got loads done, amazing coffee, really nice stuff, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, had a really nice morning. We are just about to head in, like we're right outside Hotel Chocolat, like it's over there. And we're going to a Christmas event, which I'm so excited. There's going to be amazing goodie bags, so we'll be sure to do like a unboxing. Haul. We'll do a haul when we sit down for our like part 2 of our laptop time. But just wanted to intro for today because I haven't yet. It's Wednesday. We're together.
Having the best time.
All's good in the world again. So let's go to the event. We've had our hotel chocolat. We've got on the bus, which Becca's nail fell off. Also as well, guys, we got on the bus, decided to sit upstairs, and there was like literally no one there. Yeah. And as soon as we got on the bus, the next stop, I'm not joking you, about 100 people on a school trip.
It was like an Italian school or something. Like they all got on.
And I'm not joking you, it was like a Guinness Book of Records how many people could fit in the bus.
It was insane actually.
It was crazy. There was probably like over 100 kids.
I'd say over 100.
Yeah. I mean, not even kids, like teenagers. But we're outside London right now because we are going to head to a Skinstitut event. This is the first time actually that Skinstitut's going to be coming to the UK, and it's an Australian brand.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. So we'll show you what we get up to, what items we pick out, and of course I will link all the products that we show and mention in the description.
This is the reality.
The reality. She had to stick her nails back on.
My nails.
They look really good. Show the nails though. They actually really go. Are they Primark?
Superdrug.
Nice. They really suit you. Right, so shall we go in and enjoy the rest of our day? Let's go. Okay guys, we are literally in the Me penthouse. It's so cute. Look how vibey everything is, and we've got all the skincare products here. So we've got eye serums, cleansers. I'm such a cleanser girl. Like my only product, if I only had one, it would be a cleanser.
Moisture Defense.
Oh, one moisturiser. They're my top two.
Even blender. And there's more over here as well. So this has got the...
That's the serum. Love, love, love.
That
And we've
so
also
good.
gone for, there's like blueberry stuff. So I've got a blueberry smoothie.
And I just got
A blueberry water.
blueberry water. When did you get these blueberry water?
Cute. I know. So cute.
Already? I'm not going to do anything.
There's no water in there, right? Without your chin key in the mirror,
I was thinking. Good morning, my loves. I'm just getting myself ready for the day. I've basically just put some gym gear on. It's going to be like a real loungy like Thursday, but a very productive Thursday. I've got a lot on. I've got quite a bit of work to do, some articles to write and some podcasts to edit, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm also going to be working out what I'm going to wear to run club today because it's Thursday. Thursday is run club day. I tend to really like just run in the same stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like at the moment I've just been reaching for the same bits, but I'm hoping I can get some new gym gear soon. Especially, honestly, well, these are inside out, but the Lululemon running shorts. I can't remember what these are called. I keep forgetting. I think they're like the Ultra something something. I'll link them below, or I'll put them the name on screen. I always forget. It's not the Hottie Hots or anything like that. The Hottie Hots I've got. And I've also got track that's as well. I've spent a bit of money on running shorts just because I'm going to need so many options. I've got these, but I find, I don't know, maybe I should wear these tonight. Maybe I should, because I haven't given them like a full test run, and I know I want to wear pink, I think, on the marathon, or like on marathon day. So I'm like toying with the colours that I want to wear. I know that sounds like such a silly thing, but it's going to make all the difference. And I find when I wear pink, I run better. It's bizarre. Pink and this green, like these have been my like winning streak shorts. Or maybe it's just the fact that they're Lululemon, I'm not quite sure. But sports bra wise, I haven't got many options of like comfortable and supportive. This I would never have normally picked as a supportive sports bra by any means. But it's a super dry, would you believe? A super dry crop like sports bra. I've had this since like 2021, so I doubt they still have it, but if they do, I'll find it and I'll link it below, because it comes with some leggings, and they tend to be like my yoga, it used to be my yoga set, but the sports bra is actually really good. And then as like a layer when I'm driving to my run club, and also like post run club when I just want to be a bit cozy, I've got a Stax zip up, like half zip up here, and look, It says Run Club. Now I had this before I started my little running journey, so I feel like I was like low-key manifesting it all this time, but the little green matches the green of this, so I always like to kind of combine that as a look. But I think I'm going to order some gym gear today, so maybe I'll show you that, and I'm going to go make myself some coffee and some brekkie because I would really like to have like a good start to my day. And then I'll show you all the PR bits that I got from yesterday, Hotel Chocolat and the Skinstitut event. Honestly, me and Becca had the best time at both events. It was really fun, and we also got to work in a coffee shop which was Pure in Moorgate. I highly recommend it. It was so nice, the staff were really friendly, and the workspace down there was wicked, like tons of plugs. It felt like a WeWork, honestly. I felt like we should have been paying extra to be down there for however long we were down there for. We did like 2 stints in between events, and honestly I was so productive. It was a fab afternoon, and it's always great with Becca, so yeah, it was really productive. Today's going to be like a slightly different vibe, loungy, but nonetheless still productive. This drawer is, oh my gosh, this drawer is basically going. I'm working out what I'm going to be doing with my bedroom, because in the next few weeks as well, maybe next week, depending on my availability, I'm going to head to IKEA because I really need to sort out my bedroom. I think I'm going to get rid of my desk and this big boy here, which was it's the Malm, how many drawers is there? 5 drawer, but like it's technically 6 because like the top bit's split in half. I love it, it's great, but it's just broken, so I need to either get 2 of those, but they'd be really high and quite like intense, or I go for the 4 drawer Malm, which I've been eyeing up, which I think is about £75. It could be more actually. Oh, I think it is more. I think it's 120 actually, the 4 drawer. Everything's gone up in price, I've noticed. Like I remember being able to, I feel like this was under 100, I'm pretty sure, but it's definitely not now. And then the Malm desk, I love it. It does its job, but the desk is really like flat, so there's not much desk space. And don't get me wrong, I love doing my makeup there in the morning, but I find it really hard to be productive in this little corner. Like very rarely do I find myself productive. So it's not quite right. There's something not quite right about it. So I thought if I can use that space and use it for storage, I'd rather that and then just work downstairs. So that's not an issue for me. But anyway, I'm rambling totally this morning. I'm gonna head downstairs, make some coffee. I'm just so excited for my morning coffee, guys. Coffee and a bit of breakfast, and then we'll either come back up here. I'll come back up here and I'll show you all the stuff, all the PR, and then I will crack on with my day. But yeah, it's Thursday, guys. Let's go. Okay, so I've got my PR bags here. Firstly, how festive is this bag? I literally cannot do it. It's taking up the whole screen. There are lots of goodies in here. So firstly, we got the tote bag, which was so cute. It was like designed depending on what chocolate profile we got. I was exuberantly fruity, which is crazy really, but it kind of makes sense because I'm on a bit of a fruit and nut hype at the moment, and I have been for the past like couple of years, and I never used to be, but it's become one of my favorite flavors of chocolate or types of chocolate, so I'm not surprised. I also love fruit in chocolate, so I was gifted a passion fruit, let me just get it out, a passion fruit bomb Hotel Chocolat treat. So that was the one that I ended up choosing as like my final selection. I'm gonna have these probably as like a little treat in the evenings. They probably won't last until Christmas, I will be honest. So you would have seen this over on my Instagram story. I shared this because I thought it was such a good stocking filler and like a little mini gift to kind of go with some gifts. It says a waddle, which is so adorable. A waddle of 9 individually wrapped milk chocolate penguins filled with gloriously gooey molten caramel. How epic. I feel like these are going to be so good for our annual Christmas party, our open house. I'm going to keep these safe. I showed Mum yesterday and she even said, wow, like we've already started on the Christmas chocolates, and I could not agree more. This one is also such a treat. It's the first year that Hotel Chocolat are launching something like this. They've not been able to do it / replicate it. They hadn't hit the perfect like recipe, which is so fun that they've actually like managed to really nail it this year. But this is called a nice slice. Now what was described to me was like a fridge cake, so something that you could enjoy like with coffee or a cup of tea. It says smooth praline of hazelnut almond and milk chocolate studded with crispy corn and rice cereals and splintered with salted caramel. While still molten, we pressed in caramel milk, chocolate penguins and allowed it to set. It serves 8. So for optimal sliceability, place in the fridge 1 hour before serving. Look at that, that is epic. Imagine serving this for like a group of girlies, like over for a cup of tea or coffee. This would be such a nice like winter catch-up treat, or like you've gone for a country walk and you come home and you have like a slice of this. What a lovely idea. Also really good stocking filler like option. Now we have something boozy. So I got to try all of the flavours, which I was really excited about. But this is the newly released version. This is a bit like your Baileys, or like kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like chocolate cream. Yeah, chocolate cream. So this is the Black Forest Gatto. Now this really does taste like the lovely like combination of cherry and chocolate. There's just something so good about this flavour. It's epic. I can imagine that you could put this in like an espresso martini. It's got vodka in it, so you could substitute it, and then it's got the chocolate in there and the creaminess. So this would make an epic espresso martini with like a cherry on top and like a dusting of I would do like Cadbury flakes, or like flake some of their chocolate. I probably shouldn't say Cadbury's, but I was just thinking of like a chocolate flake like sprinkled on top of an espresso martini. That would be so good. Epic for Christmas and hosting, so I'm definitely going to be using that when it comes to our open house and Christmas Day. Then guys, I did not realise the flavour until I got home. Are you guys ready? This is mince pie drinking chocolate. OMG. Now, every year they release sort of seasonal flavours for the Velvetizer, and I have to say, hands down, every single time, the Velvetizer is your go-to gift. You could gift it to like a couple moving into their new home. You could gift it to like family. You could gift it to friends. You could gift it to anybody. It is like the all-rounder, crowd-pleasing gift, and it's under £100. Honestly, it's one of the best things, one of the best investments for gifting, and it's under £100. It's such a great idea, and it's a little bit outside the box. Like, I think it's such a clever concept and such a treat to come home, and I know in the winter time we love to use our hot chocolate. The fact that this is mince pie is just music to my ears, so I'm very, very happy, and can't wait to be using that. And then finally, guys, I can officially say I have an advent calendar now. Look at this. This is the Everything advent calendar. I'm not going to open it up because I will have to reseal it, but it basically like opens out, and it opens out to this. Look at all these chocolates. So this advent calendar is the Everything advent calendar. It's a collection of all their most iconic and like best-selling chocolates. So if you're someone who has not tried Hotel Chocolat, firstly, where have you been? But if you haven't, or if you find you go for like the typical choices and you don't really branch out because you're not really sure whether you want to like invest in a whole chocolate box, I feel like this is a really fun way to try like some new flavors. So I'll read a couple, I won't spoil it, but there's champagne, salted espresso martini, carrot cake, Florentine Isabel, raspberry smoothie, and peanut butter, to name a few. But this is honestly such a winner. Oh, and lemon cheesecake, I've had that one before and that is really good. So this is going to be, I think I'm going to share this with my family, and just like we can each open one a day, because there are currently 6 people, 6 of us in the house, whilst we all try and work out how we're moving out and what we're doing. But yeah, it's going to be a very cozy, lovely Christmas this year, and I can't wait. So that's everything I got from Hotel Chocolat. Now let's go through the skincare from Skinstitut. So I went through, and what would you call this? Your prescription. So I had a prescription done for me, and I basically ended up picking a gentle cleanser, a lactic cleanser. She actually gave me a double cleanser, which is funny because cleanser is my favourite product to use on my skin of all time, plus moisturiser obviously. I've got a multi-active mist, I've got a multi-active oil, I've got a moisture defense for normal skin, so that's a hydrating daily moisturiser, and then I've got an SPF 50 for daily. She also recommended with the SPF, which I will find, with the SPF she actually recommended that in order to change the complexity of the product, let me find this, where is this, there we go. This is the SPF. So SPF 50, this is going to be so fab for when I go on press trips and travel about. I always need a good SPF for the skin. What she said, she recommended, because I said my like aim and target in life is just glow. I want to glow, I want to radiate, I want to be like shiny and sheeny and just gorgeous. She said use this as like a glow underneath my base. So if you pat it in, it goes matte. If you rub in SPF and you create this kind of like movement here, it actually becomes like a sheen and a shine. And she said that's how you achieve a more glowy like finish. So instead of like patting it into the skin, just give it more of a rub. So if anybody else is out there wanting to glow a bit more, or maybe you're somebody who's just wearing SPF for the day and you don't want to be like super shiny, because I've had that before on holiday when I've like just had SPF on and I'd rather it be matte, I would say pat it in, because that's what she's recommending to do. So really happy with all these products. We've got the gentle cleanser, we've got the lactic cleanser, we've got the moisture defense for normal skin. This has got antioxidant complex and scalene, or scalane. I always say scalene, but I don't think it's spelled like that. Anyway, this hydrates and softens the skin, which is what we want. We've got hyaluronic, because like every girl needs hyaluronic in their life. It is like the dream product, and I know it doesn't penetrate very far and very deep into the skin, but it is so good for you. I love it. Personally, I love the effects of hyaluronic. This is a multi-active mist, so maybe I just test this product out to show you, but here we go. This is super cute. Let's give this. Don't know why I shook it actually. Oh, that instantly feels amazing. It's got green tea extract. Oh, I just love it. This smells incredible. I can't wait to try the full range. I'm going to let you guys know how I get on, but I just wanted to give you like a bit of a haul of all the products. And then it was really kind of them. We had our initials embroidered on there from the embroidery barn. Such a cute idea, and great for when I'm traveling around with all my skincare products. We've got the hydrating mask. Goodness me, it just never ends. And of course the multi-oil like enzyme. So this has a seed oil, a Q10 and seed oil complex. So this is for like strengthening the skin, nourishing the skin. This is quite rich and like greasy, so I assume it's greasy because it's an oil. I would probably wear this before bed. I like to do I think they call it is it slogging? Have I like really got that wrong? Whatever it is where like you get into bed and you're literally a slug, or slugging, not slogging. Slugging, that's what I meant. And when you like slug out your face, like you look like a greasy, slimy, like gorgeous serumy mess, and you go to bed and you like wake up and your skin's like sucked it all in and you look amazing. But yeah, super grateful for all the products, and I just love being at events. I felt like those 2 events were epic, had a really good productive work day, and yeah, it's just been a really nice week. Like, I hope you're enjoying the weekly vlog so far. I might try and vlog my run, or like part of my run, to kind of show you. I don't know how far we're running tonight, but I'm looking forward to Run Club because on Sunday I have my very first 10k, so I don't know. I don't really know if I'll be able to document that either, because the rules are quite strict, and this is going to be my first race. Like, it's not like a race for life or like anything like that. Like, it's a proper like run. But I will try and film it if I can. It'll probably be filmed on my phone, and it might be like little snippets, but I'll definitely do that. And then obviously Saturday, I don't really know what I'm going to do, and Friday as well. Like, I think I'm just going to work from home, but if anything happens or anything changes, of course you will be notified, because you'll be seeing it in these next clips. But yeah, hope you're enjoying the vlog, and yeah, I've got some work to do. Okay guys, I am ready to go for my run. Just thought I'd show you my outfit before I head out. I'm wearing my Lululemons. They are finally getting the outing they deserve. Please excuse the fact that I need to get a leg wax. My girlie is away on her holidays, so she hasn't been able to book in for a wax. But I am, yeah, literally just wearing the same items that I mentioned earlier. I might try and film a couple of clips and document my run, which you guys will see. Lots of things have been happening today, things that are unfolding for the next few weeks, which is so cool. But yeah, this is my little outfit. I can't wait to get out on a run. I literally haven't been out on a run since my half marathon, so best get going. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A nice easy 10k to start the day, well, end the day actually. But yeah, let's go. Hey guys, so it is currently Saturday. I don't think you can even see me right now, but we're in Guildford because I need to go get myself a gait analysis done. I basically bought a pair of trainers from A6, repeat purchase, size 6, thinking it would fit me, and the trainers don't fit, so I need to sort it out because tomorrow I have the 10k run. I've also got a couple of things that I need to buy, and Guildford just seemed like the best option, so come with me. Let's see if I can get a gait analysis done. I don't know whether I'll be like available to do that, but we'll see. Looking forward to knowing how I run though. I've always wanted to know, so it'd be really funny. But yeah, town is super busy, so wish me luck. With the family though, so that makes it all better. Say hello, mother.
Hey, mother.
Everyone's here except Luke and Dad. Luke may have been. Luke might have been flying around. Luke's flying at the moment. But yeah, we're at the Friary. Let's go. Okay guys, so I'm back home now, and inevitably in my comfies. I'm so cold. I don't really know why it feels just freezing at the moment, but I'm like fully in snuggle mode. I've got a cup of tea, I've got my comfies on, but I just wanted to show you everything that I ended up picking up in town. Town being Guildford. So I got the goods, and I did end up purchasing a pair of trainers in Fit Stuff. I really wanted to like vlog it properly, but it was one of those things where it was just like a very it wasn't a quick decision, but I had to do the gait analysis, which I found really fascinating, and then obviously I was listening to what he was saying and then trying on the different shoes. I tried on about 4 pairs of shoes, and I think 4 or 5 pairs actually, and ended up going for my first pair of Hokas. So I've never actually owned or run in Hokas before. I thought I was going to end up with like A6, I'm not going to lie. Like, I thought they were going to be the winners, just because I really like the support around the ankle and I like a very stable trainer. But I did the gait analysis, and turns out I have a neutral foot, or like neutral feet. So what that basically means is that I don't have any under or over pronation on my feet. So basically when I'm hitting the ground, I also run heel to toe, so my heel gets the impact, and then let me do a little like demonstration, guys. So basically my heel hits down first and then my toes kind of meet the ground, but basically in the way that I'm running, I'm not running and doing that at an angle or like going outwardly and doing that or doing it inwardly. I'm basically doing it flat on. So luckily I don't actually need like super stable trainers or anything to kind of correct any imbalances, which is good because it kind of gives me more like leeway with my trainers, and I could go for like a really springy like Alpha Fly or like mega trainer. In my eyes, like an Alpha Fly is like gonna see me leaping like a gazelle. I'm considering the Alpha Flies, like I do want to do it, and I will probably invest in the new year in a pair if I like them. I'm obviously going to try them on before I spend 250 quid on a pair of trainers. Also like marathon day, I might get to that point where I've done my miles and I actually prefer like a more stable trainer rather than something that's going to give me that speed, knowing that I can put my trainers on race day and feel like confident. That's the ultimate thing. I want to feel bouncy, I want to feel light, but ultimately I want to feel comfortable and confident in that shoe and know that like I'm putting that shoe on and I trust it, because that's half the issue. Like there were trainers I tried on which were really nice and springy, but they had really low, they were almost like low rise, so they didn't feel like they had like a lot of support around the ankle, which turns out I quite like that feeling, and I like to feel like I'm in my shoe and not slipping out. Not that I was slipping out, but it kind of feels like your foot's slipping out. And also I think with Asics shoes, they tend to be quite high, like on the foot. They sit high up, so they feel like they're fully on your foot. But I have my first pair of Hokas. I'm so happy, and I am going to show you what I ended up going for. So I ended up with the Bondi 8s in the blue, and also sized up, guys. So I made the error of buying shoes online and thinking that I was safe, and I've always been a size 6, yada yada. You have to really try the shoe on in person, and actually I'm a 6.5. Well, one of my feet is a 6.5, like definitely. The other is a 6, but that is impacting my running and also impacting how quickly my toes wear through. Also as well, turns out loads of people run with their toes up, not just me. I should have bought some guards actually. I didn't end up doing that, but I'll have to go back to the running shop and get those, I think. But this is what I ended up going for. I'm just going to get both trainers out to show you. Obviously the laces are undone because I have tried them on. I'm obsessed, guys. Look. This is the Bondi 8s in the blue. I just love them. Like they kind of remind me of like the bottom of a whale, and the blue was just like tying it all in. Like, doesn't that look like a whale? I literally love it so much. So this is my first pair of Hokas. I'm gonna let you know how I get on with these. Do I wear them tomorrow for race day? I'm torn. I'm gonna ask my friend Sam and see what he thinks as to whether I should or shouldn't wear them on my first outing, like on a race day. Like, is that a risk? I'm not really sure. Like, typically I'd say yeah, that is a risk, but these shoes like felt comfy straight away. But I'm doing a 10k, so I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it too much. I'm gonna ask him, see what he thinks. But yeah, I love these. I will link these below. Consider your sizing and consider like at least a half size up. So if you're a 6, a 6.5, that would probably be your best option. Obviously that's not necessarily for everyone, but I assume it is, because with your running, your foot is really moving into the shoe and you do need that extra like give. Whereas when I'm training in a gym trainer, the trainers that I did buy, I ended up being like, they're okay for the gym because I'm not going too far in them, and I'm training weights. Like, I'm not really putting too much emphasis on my feet during a training session. But it's a bit different with running. Well, it's obviously different with running. So yeah, this is all a learning journey for me, and I feel like I'm picking up so much along the way. Like, everyone's been so helpful. Fit Stuff in Guildford, if you're West Sussex / Surrey based, check them out. Also, another thing to note is if you're part of a running club, I don't know whether this is just because I'm part of a local running club and it's a local shop, but they did give me and honoured me 10% off my purchase, like my total purchase of everything I picked up. I picked up some other bits which I'll show you, like electrolytes and stuff, but that is amazing to know. Like if you are on the market for like a pair of trainers and you're in a running club, like don't sleep on that. Like ask around and see if you can get yourself a discount at your running store. But yeah, I will link these below in case these do sound like a bit of you or do look like a bit of you. But I feel like I need to think about what I want to be wearing on like marathon day, like colour wise. I know I want to be super bright because colours honestly motivate you so much. Also as well, Fit Stuff had like the coolest selection. They didn't stock Nike. The guy was telling me in the store that Nike has pulled out of supplying any independent stores, so you won't actually find Nike anywhere unless you go to like an official store, so like the ones in London or like the big ones. The only one I can think of is like the one on Oxford Street. But yeah, that's just something to consider if you are like really desperate for like Alpha Flies, or you know you want Nike trainers. But yeah, I found that really interesting. And then I picked up some bits to try. So they had a huge selection of like electrolyte gummies and like chews and Tailwind. I've heard so many things about this at Run Club. Tailwind is like a, what would you call this, like a mix that you put in your drink, a bit like a Barocca, but it's got carbs in there as well, so it's carbohydrates and electrolytes. So I'm assuming it'd probably be best to drink this before the race or before the run. OMG, wait, what? This pack has 200 calories. Oh, it's a food supplement. I think it's because of the carbs. I have a lot to learn, but do you know what this is kind of reminding me of in Mean Girls, when she starts eating Caltine bars and she's like, I thought it was water weight. Like this stuff reminds me of that. But anyway, massive tangent, sorry guys. I got some salt sticks to try. Never tried these before. Again, everyone at Run Club is like, Alice, you need to try these. I went for tropical mango. These are electrolyte fast chews. They have sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium, and there's 10 in there for me to try. So take 2 tablets every 15 to 30 minutes. Interesting. But up to 50 tablets daily. Who is taking 50? There's, how many are in here? 10. How many are people going through of this? I don't know how many I'm going to need for marathon day, but I need to calculate that. I'm going to have to, the math is going to have to math. Yeah. I will let you know how I get on with those. And then I also picked up some High Five. I'm kind of going with the theme of tropical lately, but the 0 sugar, 0 calorie electrolyte things to go in your water. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think these taste amazing, but I've got to try them and I've got to make sure I've had my electrolytes. So I'll let you know. If I feel confident enough tomorrow morning, I might vlog a little, but probably for the most part I doubt I'll be vlogging. I'll probably vlog post run. Also, another tangent, I feel like this is going to be the world's longest vlog, so if you have made it to this far in the video, like, hats off to you, because you're doing bits. I popped into Nespresso because your gal had a gift card that she's been dying to use for the longest time. I spent, how much money did I spend? £24 and 10p on the following. I did ask for the pumpkin spice capsules, but she forgot to give them to me, so a little bit gutted about that, but luckily I didn't pay for them, so it's not all bad. I'll just have to order them online. But I picked up the vanilla capsules. I picked up 2 of those. I picked up the caramello. So I've come to really like a sweet coffee now these days. Like, it's not just about the intense vibes for me. This one I just couldn't say no to. Paris. We are manifesting here, guys. This is what the capsule looks like as well. Like, I'm not because I'm buying it for the sake of that, but it is a very nice espresso coffee. It's like just a vibe. A vibe. Linking below, of course. And was there anything else that I picked up? That's another caramello. So I basically got 2 caramellos, 2 vanillas, 1 Paris, and 1 I can never say it, Nicaragua coffee. This one, I think this was like a medium roast. Yeah, so it's like in between Sweet and Harmonious and espresso, so it's like just on the verge, and this had really good reviews, so I was like yes to this. This will be lovely as like an afternoon pick-me-up coffee. But yeah, that's everything that I picked up in espresso. I also as well came home to the Vogue with Leonardo DiCaprio and Lily Gladstone, which I didn't really know who Lily Gladstone is, and that's probably a bad thing, but the cover looks cool. The cover looks cool. I'm torn with Leo at the moment. Like, I don't know how I feel about him. I used to be obsessed, but now I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm maturing. Maybe it's because I'm not in his age category anymore. I'm 26 and he would never give me the time of day. No, I'm totally joking. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this clip up now and just enjoy my evening. I'm gonna actually edit this vlog, so you guys are gonna see it in pretty real time, and watch some TV. I've got some planning to do, some content planning for the next couple of months. Hint, hint, it begins with C and ends in mus. I know, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm thinking about that time of year, but it's gonna roll around super quick and I'm really busy for the next couple of months. So I need to get planning and I need to work out what's happening. So that's what we're doing today. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the vlog. I will check in with you probably tomorrow morning in time for race day. Good night. Hey guys, it's race day. I am wearing my Lulus, my trusty Lulus today, and I'm wearing my super dry sports top with a Pour-Moi like running vest thing. I'm just going to tuck this in. The only reason I want to wear the running vest is because I need to pin my number to me. I think I'm 2516. Let me have a look. Yeah, 2516, and I'm ready to go. I'm so excited. Sam's gonna come pick me up and we're gonna head, we're gonna race and we're gonna smash it, and I'm honestly just gonna enjoy the vibes. I can do 10k, I've done half marathon, I can do this, it's easy. Like, well, it's not easy, but like it's doable, it's manageable. So just gonna enjoy the vibes and do my very first race. Let's go. Do you know what's so weird? I have literally got deja vu and I don't know what that means. Guys, I've just got back and I've got a medal. I have run the Barnscreen 10k and I've just filled in my Strava and it's notified me and let me know that I've hit a PR, PB, whatever you want to call it, in the 10k. I did the 10k in 1 hour, 1 minute. I'm absolutely like so happy with that. I honestly, in my head, I thought if I could get a sub 1 hour, I'd be so happy, but to be that close to the 1 hour mark, I'm not overthinking it too much. I think that's a really good effort, considering I did not have any headphones for the duration of that run, and luckily I bumped into some familiar faces. I met up with Sam and he basically went off. He did his in like 46 minutes, which is just craziness. So proud of him. But obviously I ended up being, oh gosh, it's so windy outside. I ended up being on my own, and I bumped into a girl that I used to actually gym with, which was so lovely, and we just kept each other accountable and motivated, and we just pushed through. And honestly, I'm such a weirdo, but I love talking when I'm running. If I'm running in run club, I find it really distracts me, and often like a lot of people find they can't talk when they're running, but for some reason it motivates me. So I was like, we can do it, we can push through. And I was like, this is what we're gonna have for dinner. Like, I was just chatting so much rubbish, but actually it really does keep you accountable, especially when you don't have music. So going forward, and if any of you are considering running, like, get yourself some like bone headphones. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know they existed, and I didn't even know what they meant on the like the information letter that got sent to me in the week. I probably could have like Amazon next day primed something and got headphones, but I didn't, and that's fine. Oh, bless him. Sam's messaging me saying he's proud of me. Yay. Honestly, I got so emotional at the end of that race. I just, it's a weird feeling, and I know that's going to feel so intense on marathon day. And like when you go off, like there's bits of people sort of dotted around, and when people are clapping for you, it honestly, hand on heart, motivates you. So God only knows what the marathon's going to be like, because it's going to be the entire length of the journey. Like, there is not going to be like a bit of pavement that is bare, because people are just, they come out in full force. And I know, like, going forward in years to come, I'm 100% going to be a supporter and cheer people on, because it really does help and it motivates you. There was these two little kids as well that put their hands out. I think it was like the 7k mark, and I was really feeling it at this point, just for like consistency. And I knew we had like a really steep hill coming up, and they put their hands out, and I just like ran past and tapped their hands, and honestly it made me so happy. They were probably only like 5 and 7, really little and cute, but I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy, and I just want to document my race number. I'm going to keep all this stuff. So 2516 was my race number, and I'm so chuffed with this. I'm really happy. I love the fact that it's blue as well. Yeah, this is my first ever like proper running medal, and like my first medal for something that I've achieved. I know that sounds like a really weird thing, but I was honestly never sporty at school. I just could not see myself up there winning anything. So I know this is like pretty generic, and it's not like I came first, second or third, like it's not about that, but it genuinely is the taking part that is so motivating. And I just want to rack up a nice number of these before the marathon. So definitely recommend that. I feel so happy, and I've got 2 of my favorite things, or 3 of my favorite things. I've just demolished a Squares bar. I had a water and a banana after the run. Like, they basically hand that out to you for free, which is so generous. But I've got a Diet Coke, which is like my little treat post like long run. And of course, it wouldn't be me without a cup of tea. I've got peppermint tea with fresh ginger slices. I would tip it, but the cup is full, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, but I am going to take a sip. That is heavenly. I'm going to reward myself with a bath, and I want to watch Sex Education tonight because it came out on Friday, and I have been holding off because I said it would be a Sunday treat. I'm so happy. I don't want to like leave this clip on for too long, but I really hope you enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. It is proper real time this week, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. In terms of, just quickly, in terms of my running in my new Hockers, which I'll bring my feet up. They're on my feet right now. If I can get, oh, that's a stretch and a half. Probably quite good for me right now. I need to stretch. But these are my Hoka Bondi 8s. I will link them below. They were a nice shoe. I think I need to get a bit more wear out of them to like truly know if they are the shoe for me. I did notice my knee feeling a bit twingy before, but that's got nothing to do with the shoe. I think that's because I trained legs 2 days ago and probably shouldn't have done that, but that's my own doing. In terms of like the vibe though, sorry, I'm hiccuping now from the Coke. In terms of the vibe, super comfy. It's a nice wide shoe, and I've got a neutral pronation, so I don't really need like the support on the sides, but I like it. I think for me it gives me more confidence to really like push myself when I was running. Tried to sprint that final bit. I don't know if I was sprinting, but it felt like I was on that final straight when like everyone's cheering for you and you can see like the finish line, and it was all in the blue, and the blue that matches my trainers, so I feel like I'm very on brand for today's run. But yeah, really like these shoes. I will link them below so you can check them out, and if you are part of a running club, in West Sussex, I think that's how it works, I'm not sure. But if you're part of like a West Sussex, Surrey run crew, run club, whatever, make sure you go to Fit Stuff in Guildford and say your club, because I got 10% off. So that's another thing, like that's a different kind of discount you're not going to get like online, and the prices were pretty good as well. They also had the headphones, the bone-ear headphones. They were about 160 in the store, but I'm sure there's cheaper, so I'm going to have a little hunt and it's just given me an idea for something coming up. So I will have you covered there. I'm going to look out for you guys and I will find all the best deals. But thank you so much guys for watching. I'm going to enjoy the Sunday vibes and just chill, and I'm so happy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next week.